Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. I wanted to check in and actually talk about one of my favorite people in the sobriety world. Her name is Annie Grace. This is her book called This Naked Mind, and it's all about, so she presents the psychological and neurological components of alcohol use based on the latest science and reveals the cultural, social, and industry factors that support alcohol dependence in all of us. And this is a book that I discovered a few years ago, and it really helped me along my journey in the early days when a lot of kind of mainstream methods weren't really working for me. My husband and I started doing research. We wanted to find, well, what else is out there? What kind of information can we find? And finding this book was absolutely crucial. It was a very important step in my journey to becoming alcohol free, especially because I really respond to information and science and, learning about, the neurological, psychological components of how alcohol affects you in your body really helped me a lot. And of course, it still took me a couple more years of struggle to get there before I hired Jolene Park, but this was still a very important book to me. And to this day, I get all of Annie Grace's newsletters. So I really love, to this day, reading her newsletters. Even though I don't really need them to maintain my sobriety, of course, I still just love reading what she has to say, hearing her voice, her words, because she's just so impactful, and she always just gets me thinking about different things and different perspectives. And sometimes we have a lot of synchronicity, which is really cool. So I actually wanted to talk about her newsletter from Monday. And Monday the 24th, she brought up the fact that it was National Tequila Day. And she said, oh goodness, would you look at that? July 24th has almost passed me by, and it turns out I failed to celebrate National Tequila Day. Whatever will I do? And then, so then she was talking about how no matter how many holidays we create around it, alcohol is toxic. It's like celebrating National Rat Poison Day. Too much? Question mark. Well, ponder this. We don't have National Smoke a Cigarette Day or National Tobacco Day, yet there are over 30 holidays each year dedicated to various forms of alcohol. This, despite the fact that an estimated 1 in 5 deaths of people aged 20 to 49 were attributed to excessive alcohol use in the United States, according to the Journal of the American Medical Association. And for people ages 20 to 64, drinking-related deaths accounted for 1 in 8. And don't forget, these studies are looking at causes of death directly attributable to alcohol use. They don't even touch on the deaths that come about from cancers and other illnesses developed from alcohol use over time. And she ends it by saying, so I guess I can say no hard feelings about missing National Tequila Day, because quite ironically, today is also International Self-Care Day. So it looks like I made today a celebration after all and put myself and my health first. So in terms of synchronicity, it really caught my eye that she called alcohol rat poison, or compared it to rat poison, because that's actually an analogy that I was thinking of very recently. It was just kind of been one of those things swirling in my mind, and I actually have started to verbalize it out loud in the last month. And so I just think it's really funny that, when I opened that email, that really struck a chord with me. And so I just thought it would be, interesting to share a snippet of one of her newsletters and show off her book. And just, I just highly recommend all of her work. She's got the 30-day alcohol experiment. She's got a podcast with lots of episodes. Her website has a lot of great resources on it. Another book that I like by her is Buzz to Buzzkill, and that's talking about how alcohol and dopamine hack your brain, and it's actually geared towards kids, and how to talk to children about alcohol. And I was actually, I think I'm going to make another more detailed video talking about this book, because I actually really like this book as well. So I just think that, you know, no matter where you are on the spectrum, really, even if you're like now and again drinker or on the really low end of the gray area drinking spectrum, or in the middle or farther along, I just think if you put alcohol in your body, you could really benefit from reading her work. And by the way, I'm not affiliated with her in any way. She actually does have a coaching program and has a lot of great coaches. So maybe one day I will add that to my credentials. But right now, you know, I just have been doing the gray area drinking coaching through, you know, Jolene Park, who I've mentioned a lot on my page and my website. And, you know, so I just, any extra resources that I can share, I just really love sharing. And, you know, for me, it really, like I said, like this, hearing about the science really resonated, and just knowing how alcohol affects the brain, and then taking that extra step. And, you know, when I was getting coached by Jolene, and she brought in accountability, and of course as the coach, and she brought resources for the nervous system. And once I started working with her and reaching for things that were good for my nervous system, you know, instead of alcohol, I really started to make those changes day by day by day. And now that I'm a coach myself, it's just been incredibly rewarding to be able to pay it forward with my clients and just people in my circle. Just being able to influence them and, you know, rub off on people. So it's been very rewarding. And so anyway, I hope you are having a great day. And if you have any more questions or want to know any more information about alcohol in the brain or coaching, go ahead and check out my website, and feel free to send me a message. Thank you so much.